As you may already be aware, Connecting Streams is a ministry to the vulnerable. Our main focus in ministry is really on the outsider and the addicted, the incarcerated and the homeless, the grieving. And the primary way that we do ministry is by sending teams into facilities like prisons or addiction centers or long-term care homes, these places that the rest of society kind of consider on the margins, and to people that so many have forgotten. But however, lately I've been realizing this incredible opportunity that God has put before us to be a witness, not only to those that we consider the vulnerable, but also to those who are standing on the outside, who are watching us serve in the facilities that we visit. People like the prison guards or the chaplains or admin staff and volunteer coordinators, nurses, or even other volunteers, all of these kind of peripheral people that our teams aren't necessarily coming to serve directly, but who watch us and they see how we interact and love. Recently, we had a volunteer apply who has already been serving at the Edmonton Remand Prison for a few years. And she has just been doing this one-on-one by herself, coming in, doing ministry with inmates on Tuesday evenings, just as her own ministry. But she happened to be coming at the same time as our Connecting Streams teams. And over time, our team got to know her, and they would sit and they would chat when they'd come into the prison. And eventually they would invite her to come over and pray with them as they got ready for ministry. And after they were done praying, they would part ways, and the Connecting Streams team would go this way and she would go that way, and they would do their own individual ministry time. But after a while, this volunteer started to really see the value of working on a team instead of trying to do ministry on her own. So after COVID restrictions were lifted, she reached out to us and said she wanted to be a Connecting Streams volunteer and to serve on that same Tuesday night team that reached out to her. And we're in the process of making that happen. At the George Spady Addiction Center in downtown Edmonton, one of our volunteers a few weeks ago was speaking with a staff member. And this particular staffer said that she overhears the residents and the patients talking about the program that we run and how they really like it. That staff member, she's watching and she's noticing. Our team serves in an open area in a cafeteria part of the facility. It's not a secret that we're speaking about the Lord. And so staff are around and they're hearing and they're watching. A final example came a few weeks ago when our volunteers in the Fort Saskatchewan Correctional Center finally returned to in-person prison ministry. It's taken so long for this prison to open since COVID. And when they finally decided to, the prison staff made it very clear that they wanted Connecting Streams volunteers to be the first to come back through their doors. People are watching. And those on the outside, they notice when we come and serve the vulnerable. They are desperately wanting and needing to see a different side of the church, one that serves together in unity and love despite our differences of opinion. And we are broken and we do not always agree, but we can come together in a beautiful mosaic as a unified body of Christ, each with our own individual style and unique way of serving, to introduce the King of Kings to a hurting world.